What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Across the Board, sponsored by Moneyball Metrics. You have your normal Wednesday team here. You have myself, AlphaDog Bets, here with my guy, JD, from Line Movers, and Jefe from Jefe Picks. Gentlemen, how are we doing today? Starting with you, Jefe.
Doing phenomenally, fellers. How are we doing?
It's another day in paradise. The Yankees lived another day, and we have an awesome 4-game MLB playoff slate where every team still left in the postseason is competing today. JD, over to you. How are you, brother?
Doing good, man. Kind of feeling a certain way, and then there's just one picture that really sums up how I feel currently.
Wow. JD's feeling. You must be feeling good.
I'm feeling great.
Because the gentleman in that photo was definitely feeling good. Stetsy Boy is here, as always. What's up, Stetsy Boy? All right. Well, I think we should just immediately jump in the recap because we have so many things we want to do today. So we're going to do a Tuesday recap on a Wednesday. I'm going to start here. I swept the board yesterday. Did not miss a single play. Massive day for the AlphaDog team. Looking to carry that into today's slate. JD, I have a feeling your recap is going to sound a lot like my recap.
Yeah, man. Yesterday's picks, I also swept those baseball plays, and I'm now 13-1 my last 14 postseason plays. So looking to keep that going today.
There we go. Jefe, how'd you do yesterday?
Guys, hate to keep this going, but not only did we sweep baseball between the Mariners and the Yankees, but if you recall, we had a quick moment on here when I came here and I told you, take the Avalanche. They won. I said, take the Penguins with the points. They didn't need the points. They won. And I said that I leaned the Panthers, but it's opening night, so I'm a little bit scared. But they won. Swept the NHL in the opening night. Beginner's luck, honestly. I won't be touching no NHL tonight because of that.
Very good.
But we swept it all up. I don't even know how to say this. We are super hot right now for the week. Between the last 2 days with the Jaguars and the Brewers on Monday, yesterday, Yankees, Mariners, and hockey, we've only lost one freaking bet all week, and it was freaking Travis Hunter to score a touchdown on that Monday night.
All right, it's a player prop. At least all your straight plays, parlays are hitting. So let's keep that rolling. Gentlemen, anything you want to add about all of our sweeps yesterday? I mean, I didn't talk about both of my plays. We had the Yankees on the money line, and we had the over in that Mariners game, which was my free play of the day, which was a little sweaty till we got late. They averaged one run every single inning, kind of got one in the game until they hit the ninth, and they both exploded. So happy we cashed that. Anything you guys want to add before we get into today's slate?
Yesterday for me, as far as the M's go, that was my big play. That was nice and sweat-free. And then the Yankees over, that was also nice and sweat-free. So
there we go. And Footy's very happy. The Pittsburgh Penguins have lost the game in 5 months. So there you go, Footy. Pittsburgh's back on top. Pittsburgh sports is flourishing right now. All right, gentlemen, you ready to dive into today's slate?
Definitely.
Let's do it. First game we're going to break down is the early game, which, by the way, I do want to talk about this before we get into the games. The schedulers suck today. Why is there no game until 3 o'clock? We have 4 games jammed into like a 5-hour start window. Why didn't we space this out a little bit better? But I digress.
It's actually it's the most embarrassing sport of all time, to be honest with you.
They never get anything right.
My number one question for the MLB is how much did you have to pay CBS Sports Network so that they have to air Liberty and UTEP tonight so that you could have FS3 all to yourselves for whatever freaking game you're going to put on there at whatever ridiculous time. To have me searching for FS2 in your second round of your playoffs, fix it. Figure it out.
To be fair, it wasn't supposed to be on FS2. It was because of the rain delay for 8 hours.
You know what? Let's even get deeper into that. How is it possible that you are the only sport where we have weather delays? How is it possible? Figure it out. Build domes. Can't keep happening. It's stupid. This is a stupid sport. It just is. It's poorly run. It is extremely badly marketed. I hate the leadership of baseball. They do nothing to progress this sport. Sport's an old man sport, and it's freaking driving me crazy. And
Did you just say that this is the only sport that has weather delays?
yeah.
I guess you haven't watched any college football or NFL this season. We've had every weekend there has been a college football weather delay. The NFL had a game delayed by hours because of weather.
Oh, you mean thunder and lightning, not a little bit of rain.
That was what it was yesterday in the baseball game was thunder and lightning.
No, it was rain. It was just some rain. It was just a few little droplets of rain because God forbid you set anybody up out into the field when the mud is a little moist. I mean, I literally just despise. Okay, Stetsy, you got me.
Yeah, why don't we just dome the golf course for you?
Guess what?
It was actually the worst. The absolute worst sport though is actually the one with that little yellow ball.
Well, no, stop it. That little yellow. Well, the tennis. I was going to say
tennis,
the little balls. I thought you meant the old golfers, like the guys who can't find their balls, so they use the yellow one.
Tennis is the worst because, like, as soon as it rains just a little bit and that court gets wet, they have to stop.
I'm just saying,
they need to have
baseball.
a dome.
Baseball is one of the big four sports, and they operate like it's 1972, and that the other sports have not overpassed them by miles. I'm waiting for the moment for the NHL to overpass the MLB in terms of viewership, and then maybe they'll get their heads out of their asses.
Okay. Anything else you want to add before we get into Tigers Mariners?
Yes, I do want to add one thing. I want to pull up this actual comment here from actually Nick. As far as the NHL, we did have a big first night. As far as for the NHL only, we are actually offering a 7-day free trial. The link is everywhere. It's in Discord. It's on Twitter. It's everywhere. But if you can't find it, let me know and I will send it over to you. But yes, as far as our hockey guy, he is starting off strong. So.
Hell yeah. NP, keep killing it, brother. Love to absolutely see it. And here's another one. What are you gonna say, Jefe? What do you gotta say?
What?
Anytime there's any water on the track, it's a delay.
Brother.
Oh, Jefe. We've had a big request. A big one. Before we get into this baseball game. It's a big one.
I'm going to tell you right now. There is rarely a moment in time where on a Tuesday you get the opportunity to close your eyes. Call your grandmother, call your great-grandmother.
It's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday.
Great. It's gloomy. It's raining outside. So I don't know. Maybe the Yankees will have to postpone until next week. But there's rarely an opportunity like this when you get a Wednesday football game between the middle of a state and the entire state of another state. The math, the analytics, the data, my nerd center say one thing and one thing only. Missouri State Bears, no info, none needed. They're winning, money line, minus 130 odds.
I just want to let you know. Just want to let you know that Missouri and Tennessee are not the same state. But I like where you were going with it.
Well,
but
you think that I thought the middle of Tennessee State is located in the state of Missouri?
You just said when you have one team from the middle of a state playing the other team from the whole state on a Wednesday night.
Yes.
What were you explaining there?
Guys, pause the show. I think Alpha needs a refresher. There are 50 states in America.
That's correct.
So what happens is you could be the middle of one state and play a full another state. That's very possible.
Wow.
Run back the tape. I said nothing wrong. The point is, okay,
I've said nothing wrong. The point is, I don't know the point.
What is Middle Tennessee State's name? What are they?
The Middle Tennessee State. Hold on, I have it up right here.
Blue
yeah.
What?
Oh,
Blue Raptors, Blue Raiders.
No. The Blue Raiders, Blue Red Raiders. Blue Red Raiders. They're not the Blue Red Raiders or the Blue Raiders. I'm the Blue Red Raiders.
Bears, Raiders. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Always.
On to Mariners versus Tigers. Pitching in this matchup is Bryce Miller. He's going for the Mariners today. It's his first appearance.
Thank you, Nick. Yes, I did. Thank you.
And on the other side is JD's guy, Casey Mize. Casey Mize is also 0-0. He has not gotten a decision, but he has pitched already in this postseason. He did go 3 innings in his first appearance, giving up a 3 earned run performance. So that's only 1 run allowed through those 3 innings. He only had 1 strikeout, 2 walks, and allowed a homer. Guys, Seattle can close the series out today on the road in Detroit. Yesterday was a bit of a weird game for these two teams because we had the rain delay really screw everything up. It wasn't like, one of those half-hour rain delays, maybe even an hour, maybe even an hour and a half. This was about a 3 to 4 hour rain delay last night, so it was a substantial delay in the game. Jefe's finger is up, so it will go to you. What can we help you with?
I forgot this in my MLB rant. This is also what pissed me off.
Can I also just say that I got a message that says it's Jefe drunk? I won't say from who, but I did just get a DM asking if you were drunk, and that's not a joke.
That's on brand for footy. That's on
nailed it. It was footy. You nailed it. I'm not even gonna hide it. It was footy. You nailed it. Nailed it.
And drunk off iced coffee, brother. It's crazy how much a triple cup will do.
I got the big one today. It's a big day. I got the big one.
You know what else pisses me off about the MLB? So yesterday you got 2 games going on at once. I get it. It wasn't your plan. Can you maybe put the score up of the other game in the corner?
Thank you. I was so. I mean, I had the 2 TVs, so I had it up, but I was like,
who's running this sport? Seriously, who's running this sport? March Madness has had this technology for 25 years. Even freaking Monday Night Football, when they had the 2 games stacked, which don't get me started why they're doing it this Monday, then we need to talk about that later in the week.
Is it really? I didn't even look at that.
Stop this right now. Stop it. You want to do it for week 1 opening night? Congratulations, do it. Week 6, stop it right now. This is dumb. Anyway, even Monday Night Football figures out, puts a little score in the corner. Why do I have to go on my phone and check the score of the Mariners-Tigers game when I'm already watching your product? Figure it out. Like, literally figure it out.
You're not wrong there, but you do need a second TV. I've been telling you that for years. Quickly to the comments before we continue on this game. Brucey with the Juicy. We haven't seen you in a while. He likes the Dodgers team total over 3.5. What's up, Brucey? We appreciate you tuning in. Hefe, we'll start with you. We got the Mariners. We got the Detroit Tigers here. Like I said, Mariners can close it out. The pitching matchup here. Basically a pick'em line. -110 is what I'm saying. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. This is weird that it's a pick'em line. It's making me feel that this is a Tigers play here. They got a little bit embarrassed in front of that home crowd. I'm not the biggest Casey Mize fan, but I think he back against the wall. Got to do what you got to do. And I'm taking the Tigers in this one, guys. And this week has been the week of, I don't got no data for you. I don't got no stats for you. I don't got no intel. I'm going off gut this week. It's got me through two days of profitable winning, and I feel like this is another one. Give me the Tigers on the money line.
Jefe's intuition is hot. We love to hear that. JD, what are you looking at in this spot?
Man, as far as the Tigers here, and as far as Casey Mize, if you've been watching the show, throughout the year, you actually know my thoughts on Casey Mize. The second half of the year, something was wrong. He was definitely a little bit off. He did get it together, though, right there at the end of the season. He did start to look a lot better. Like you said, he has pitched. I think he only went 3 innings, I think, and actually pitched fine there. So this handicap is just very interesting because you got that, but you also have the Mariners, which I talked about yesterday, which as far as their offense, as soon as they leave their home ballpark, this is the best offense in the entire league, and they showed you that. I mean, they showed you why. No. The Yankees are number 2. The Mariners are number 1. They are. Stats show it. But anyway. When you just think about it, though, no, as far as the Yankees, you would definitely think the Yankees were in that top spot, though.
100%.
So you have that going. So you have a pitcher I don't necessarily love against a lineup that is definitely hitting well. But then you got
Yep. Then he got Bodie. I don't care if his name is Bryce. I'm calling him Bodie.
Yeah.
Because Bodie fucking sucks and gives up hits on every other pitch.
Yes. And but the thing is, against the Tigers, his numbers are actually very good. So you got that. And you also have a Mariners bullpen that is completely rested. They have everybody. Everybody's ready to go. And then you have the fact that myself and clients are sitting on a Mariners series bet of -1.5 games. So that means they need to win this game for that bet to cash. I got a nice plus 145 on that price. So basically, that means I'm sitting on the Mariners as far as the money line here at that price, which means I'm just going to ride this out, and I'm going to hope for the best here. If I did not have a pregame bet, I would be on the over here, because if the Tigers bats are going to show up at any point, it's going to be here. And they still may not, but if there's ever was a point, it is going to be in today's game. So,
JD, you said something I love there.
over.
You said that you really like the over. And guess what? I am all over the over in this spot, 8.5. Taking a look at Bryce Miller, a.k.a. Bodie Miller's road numbers. He's 2-3 on the year with a 5.6 ERA. On the road, this guy's an absolute train wreck. And JD, you put it perfectly as well. Casey Mize is just not the same guy that people think he is. He had a decent year, but he just isn't as elite as his early season numbers made him out to be. He's just not that type of guy at this point of his career. The Mariners' bats are red hot. There's no doubt of that. If you watched the game last night, every opportunity they had to have a big-time hit, 2 outs, men on, situational hitting, they come through. That's what they do. They come through in situational hitting, and I do think that'll happen again today. On the Tigers side, their bats got rolling in the 9th inning. You know what that reminded me of, JD? The Yankees in Toronto when they got blown out in Game 2. But they scored 6 or 7 runs late in that game, and they got their bats hot. And the same guys that were hitting in Game 2 for the Yankees showed up last night. And I think we're going to see a similar performance from the Tigers tonight. Give me the over 8.5 here. Definitely one of my favorite plays of the day. Think we're going to see a ton of runs in this ball game. J-Bo, you know I love you. You got to be so behind where you're watching the show. We appreciate it. That was like Jefe's little Missouri Tech Blue-Red Raider. Rewind, you'll see a lot more on that game. But either of you have anything else to add on this game? Any player props you guys are digging into?
Say Missouri Tech again and see what happens. It's Missouri State Bears. Have some goddamn respect.
All right, we move on to Game 2. Game 2 for the day is a game we've been waiting for quite a while because of one of the marquee pitchers in this spot. The Milwaukee Brewers are up 2-0 with a chance to sweep out the Chicago Cubs. Pitching for the Milwaukee Brewers is quarter pounder with cheese, Quinn Priester. He's been our guy. If you watch the show on a Quinn Priester start day, you know exactly who the fuck Quinn Priester is. We talk about him every time he has a start on the show and how well the Brewers perform when this guy's on the bump. On the other side, Jameson Taillon. Taillon pitched a gem in his first outing. He did not give up a run. He had a 0.5 whip. In 4 innings, he allowed 2 hits, 0 walks, 0 homers, and struck out 4. Taillon's a veteran who's been getting it done, but he's going up against a much tougher lineup than he has seen so far. JD. We have to start with you. You're the only one on this show who we can start with on a Brewers game. Cubbies are slight favorites here. Do you believe they should be? And does Quinn Priester get it done for us?
Man, just like you said, Priester, he's won, I think, like 1,900 straight starts now.
I think it's 1904.
1904. Okay. Yeah, Dylan, it actually is literally because of him why I've thought multiple.
Guys, I love the commenters here. You guys always make me laugh. You're dropping in Yankees team total here, and the Brewers, I love it. We haven't got there yet, but I do appreciate it. What's up, Thomas? It might be your first time checking in today. We appreciate you, bro.
So today you have that trend going. Quinn Priester has been getting it done. Does he have the best stats? No. He's just, the team has backed him up. Matter of fact, there's been multiple times during this run where the Brewers have been down 3 or 4 runs, and the Brewers have still come back and actually won that game. Thing here, as far as it's Taillon going today, right?
Yes.
Damn, guys, he's been pitching good. He's been pitching really, really good for like a month now. And it's tough to go against him. I do say they need length out of him because when it comes to the bullpens, the Brewers definitely have the better bullpen arms here. As far as lineup, I still give the edge to the Brewers also. Today, the wind is blowing in very strong, and that is why this total is so low. Joseph, we actually don't count that because that game didn't really count.
Exactly.
But, the thing here is it is Quinn Priester's first postseason start. And there is some pressure there. some nerves. As far as pressure, I don't really know if there's a lot of pressure because they're up.
I was going to say that the series lead is kind of
Yeah.
taking that out of
So-
the equation for today, in my opinion.
It's just still some nerve. So it's really, as far as the first, he just needs to get through the first, and like as long as he does, okay, they're actually like he will be fine. But just like with a lot of his starts, man, just as far as model number, everything's saying Cubs here. Everything says that this number's short. Everything says that this should be a Cubs play for me. I am on the Brewers. This is also a client play. It was for the Brewers to win the series at -116. They can do that today. They can go ahead and close them out. That's what I'm going to root for, guys. So I'm not adding any other plays, but I am going to switch hats.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to get into my Brewers hat, and yeah, man, I'm just going to root fresh them, but I'm going to stay off. I think it's going to be a tight game. It should be a low-scoring, tight game, and it's going to be whichever lineup I think can just actually get those big hits, which the Brewers just kind of continually seem to do. So,
Before I jump into this game, there was one thing I forgot to do, and I do have a player prop from the first game. So let me take a step back. I know, I apologize, but I did want to bring this up. Jorge Polanco. Jorge Polanco in his career off Casey Mize is 6 of 16. That's a 375 batting average with 2 homers and 5 ribbies. He has absolutely destroyed him. So, obviously, you probably can understand where I'm going with this one. I am going to be taking Jorge Polanco to get a home run at plus 500. Massive odds for a guy that's already hit 2 off him, 2 out of 16 at bats. If you average that out, he's got a good chance to go yard tonight. So give me Polanco plus 500 on anytime homer, essentially. So I wanted to get that in there. Back to this game.
nice.
Quinn Priester's been our guy all year long, JD. There's no other way to put it. On this show, he has won us a stupid amount of money. Unfortunately for the Cubs, I think they're cooked. I think the Cubs are cooked. I don't know if mentally they can battle back from being 2-0 in this series. With Quinn Priester on the bump, I don't expect Tyone to have a fantastic performance. He may be able to do okay, skate through, but this Brewers lineup is like nothing he's seen so far. I know he went against the Padres. That wasn't the Padres you think it is. They couldn't hit anybody, so I'm not going to hold that one too close to the heart. I do think we see a much better Brewers performance, and I'm going to continue to ride the Brewers here, guys. I've taken them on the money line the first 2 games. They continue to win for us. They've won for us all year long as well. I'm not hopping off the train right now. Give me the Brewers at a great price of a -105. Let's see them get it done. Pepperoni and cheese. What do you got?
This is difficult because I think just like JD thinks, this line, to me at least, really screams it's a Cubs play.
It does. I'm not going to deny that. It does. It does.
That it does scare me. I'm not gonna lie to you. It does. I don't really. We've seen this kind of a situation before, right? Where you have a pitcher who dominates in the regular season, et cetera, and maybe in his first postseason start just doesn't, have it, so to speak. I could see this as that type of a spot. I'm honestly I keep looking at this line. I'm like, this doesn't even make sense. They opened up at plus 110, but I think that's before Priester was announced as a starter. And they've gone all the way up to 105. Cubs opened up at -145, and they're going all the way down to 115.
Do you guys want me to pull up the splits on this game to see what the public is on?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That little last thing that I just said is, I think, the most important thing that I just said. The Cubs went from 145 to 115 when Priester was announced the official starter. That's not. I don't know how you guys feel about it. That's not a little decline there.
That's a big jump.
That's a 30-cent jump.
Also, the money is on the Brewers as well, so I think that may it's 64.
Right. Those came. Those are married to each other.
Absolutely.
Those instances.
I would agree with that.
And I think that's.
This was my point I was going to bring up next. This is exactly, I was waiting for Jefe to finish, but the comment is here. The Brewers have been in these spots all year long, and we've consistently made money as they're a -105 when you're like, why aren't they a bigger favorite? The books keep doubting them.
Right. And I get that totally. But how they could make this line here after what they saw, not so much in game 1, but in game 2, down 3-0 off the bat, and off the bat they tied and then never looked back again. They've had no I don't want to say they've had no tribulation, you know what I mean? Because being down 3-0 in the first inning is a rough spot to be in, but they came back the next inning and tied it and never were back again. I'm rolling with the Brewers here, guys. I just think they probably sweep it up.
Jefe, I can listen to you say tribulations every day for the rest of my life. Let me just tell you that every day.
I do not know why that word gave me so much trouble. My mind only has one thing on it, obviously.
And guess what?
That's Game 3 of the WNBA Finals.
Guess what? We have arrived to Game 3 of the WNBA Finals. Oh, I guess I misclicked, so we'll just do this game instead. We have the Toronto Blue Jays.
Disrespectful. Unbelievable. No respect to Mercury.
Going back to New York and taking on them Yankees. And let me paint a picture for you guys. Well, let me just go over some of the things that we saw from this yesterday. The Yankees should not still be playing today. Let's be honest. They should not. They should have been eliminated. They were down 6-1 to the Blue Jays. Last night marked the biggest comeback that the Yankees have ever had in a postseason game. Aaron Judge has been told he's not Mr. Clutch. He's been a singles merchant all postseason, and I'm not going to deny that. He has been a singles merchant. But now he has the moment.
Why is that a problem? I just want to cut there before you get into your thing.
Sure.
You've been saying that all week, and I'm at my boiling point. I'm pissed off. Why does it matter if he's a singles merchant? It's about getting hits, getting on base, putting your team in a position to further the lineup, further your attempts, getting another batter up. I'm perfectly fine with singles. The name of the game is to get yourself on base and help your team. And guess what? A single does that. Maybe not as much as a home run, but it at least puts your team in a position to keep the inning going. I don't know why you are so anti-single.
It's not anti-single. It's that the other team superstars all had home runs to propel their team. He needs to be the leader of this team, and he needs to drive in the runs. So I completely understand that. Now that he has the homer, singles are great, but he needed that moment. Vladdy has 3 homers in 3 games. Cal Raleigh has homers now as well. The big-name guys have been producing in the slugging department. Aaron Judge is the best slugging hitter in baseball. You need to produce runs in the postseason when the lineup especially is struggling. But he has done that, and he's done that exceptionally. He's batting .500 in the postseason. You can't ask for much more. Now that he's had the big homer, he's had his moment. The Yankees kind of feel like they have something cooking here. Starting this game for the Blue Jays is Varland. Do you know who Varland is, guys? He's the guy who Judge took deep yesterday. That's the one he turned on.
Him?
Him. He's the one who hit it off him.
Yeah. I'm not gonna talk about today's game because honestly, I just realized we never really broke down last night. I have a couple points. It is so funny how you forget about one tiny little play because a bigger play happens later. You know what I mean? Like everybody's talking about Aaron Judge's home run. Turning on a 100-mile-an-hour pitch like that and hitting it off the foul pole is something that I think 0.01% of people can do. And Judge has never done, by the way. Guys, this is
he's the only one in baseball who can hit that out.
No, listen to these two stats. Listen to these 2 stats. That is Judge's first home run on a pitch outside the zone this year. Did you hear that? Did you hear that stat that I just said? That is his first home run. Yes, that is his first home run this year on a pitch that was outside the zone. Second, first home run on a pitch that was triple digits. Look both those up. He hit that in the perfect spot, in the perfect place, and it was because of his swing and miss the pitch before that he knew exactly what was coming to him. But that's not the play I'm talking about. Everybody seems to forget about that pop-up that was dropped by the Blue Jays third baseman, which 99 times out of 100 that catch is made. Was it the wrong play by that third baseman to go all the way out there?
Yes, that was a left fielder's ball.
It's a left fielder's ball. But if you look at that play, Barger's name?
Yes, as the Barger.
He called off the left fielder immediately. And he was just brought in as a pinch hitter in the previous inning.
Correct.
Because the Blue Jays, in my opinion, tried to get cute and build on a...
Schneider's over-managing. That's the number one thing I can say about it. He's over-managing.
Over-managing. So that is a play that reminds me of the Yankees-Dodgers 5th inning last year. A dumb little drop ball that nobody's ever really going to talk about, but means a lot. Judge hits the home run, fantastic. Nobody's also talking about the fact that Jazz is the one who gave us the lead. And boy, was it important that Jazz hit that home run. He was in a little bit of a struggle there. We needed to see that. Giancarlo Stanton is putting contact on the ball, driving in runs. I think every game, I want to say, he might have an RBI He definitely has a hit in every game. I don't know if he has an
He
RBI.
was really struggling going into last night. He's been one of the talking points of guys who's been really struggling.
Definitely definitely got a hit in game 2, but whatever. Let's not focus on that. The Yankees bullpen, and in particular, Duvall and Devin Williams, and their ability late in the season and into the playoffs to turn it around a little bit.
Absolutely.
Very extremely.
What did I text you last night about Devin Williams? And I truly believe this. Devin Williams for the first 3 quarters of the year was looking like a villain and would always have a legacy with the New York Yankees as being a huge bust. He was supposed to be the big offseason acquisition in the closer role, supposed to hold down that position, and he's completely flipped the narrative of his Yankees career. He is, this postseason so far, not debatable, the best reliever the Yankees have had. He has been their number 1 guy so far in the postseason, and I think that's something that has to go noticed as well. One thing I want to bring up as well, because we're talking about the bullpens. The Blue Jays on game 2 pitched low leverage guys that the Yankees got hits and runs off of. When the Yankees were down 1 million, they used the bottom of the order. Last night, the Yankees hit the Blue Jays' top arms. That's a big deal.
Not
That's
all
a
of
big
them.
deal.
But most of them. Remember,
when you're going into a bullpen game today,
yes,
that's
I think
a
it's
big
important
deal.
that everybody who's a casual, I don't mean to call anybody casual, understands that the Blue Jays are carrying 10 relievers. 10 relievers, guys. 10 different relievers in that bullpen because they don't have 2 starters. 2 starting pitchers. I can't remember the other one, but one of them is Max Scherzer.
Chris Bassett was ruled out before the series.
So they have 2 more arms in the bullpen.
But you know who they are? But you know who those 2 arms are? They're equivalent to Luke Weaver. They have 2 guys in the pen that they are not using unless it's like
Alpha,
like
arms are arms, and yesterday and was exactly that situation when they got to 6-9, and you heard the announcers explain it perfectly. You saw in the Blue Jays bullpen, one guy sat down and one guy got up in terms of warming up. And that's because it got to a point where Schneider was like, you know what? We're not using that high leverage arm. We're going to save him for tomorrow. We're going to use one of the guys that I would never use in a close game.
Correct.
And I think that is huge for people to know that the Blue Jays just have more in the bullpen than the Yankees do because of the lack of starting pitching. That's exactly why the Yankees have a starting pitcher in Schindler going tonight. And the Blue Jays are doing a complete bullpen game. I don't know how the Blue Jays get through this game. I'll be honest.
I don't either.
And I also don't understand why Gausman is off limits. I know this is not must.
I think he's going to be in the bullpen tonight. By the way, my theory
they're obviously starting the rookie kid.
Yesevich. That's what I was going to say.
Right?
Yesevich
it's happening. So what are you saving Gausman for?
I think he'll be in the bullpen tonight, and he will be available. Also, use your entire bullpen today. You're going to let Yesevich pitch on, let's say the game is Friday night. I believe that's when game 5 would be. If the Yankees do end up winning, I think Gausman and Yesevich would split the game. I think they wouldn't be using the bullpen.
That's what I think.
Now, did you guys listen to on exactly this topic, Smoltz, and I think Joe Davis was the announcer's name.
First of all, Davis, unbelievable announcer. Smoltz can jump off. You know what I'm going to say there. He is
Smoltz
awful.
Is
awful. Do you know what he said mid-game? Do you know what he said? In the 3rd inning, Smoltz was on there saying the Yankees, if they want to get back here next year, need to really retool and do all these things. The Yankees weren't out yet. Like, yes, the fans, we could say, the game's over. As the announcer, you can't do that. You just can't.
Right. So
JD probably loves Smoltz.
I was not a big Smoltz guy, but Joe Davis's call of Judge's home run was
unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Anyway, so I want to talk about what they were talking about on this topic, and it was about how you have Gausman, the vet, been there before, and Yesevich, the rookie, never been here before, right? Which one would you rather use out of the bullpen in this game? And I think both announcers are making the case for Gausman to start game 5.
No, I would do the opposite.
Yes.
I'm saying I don't agree to that. I
don't know who the on-field gentleman, Ken Rosenthal, maybe?
Yes.
I don't know if you guys were watching this exact time when Ken Rosenthal popped in, and he was like, well, wait, guys, why are we talking about Gausman being in the bullpen for game 4? He's the one who, has more rest. And I think it was Smoltz who literally said, and this is to your point, he was like, well, I just think that the Blue Jays would rather throw out the vet in a game 5 winner, take all the pressure on you rather than a rookie it's going to be his first time ever in that situation. And in my head, I'm like, do you know who Kevin Gausman is for his career? You got to be freaking kidding me with that take. But then again, you're putting both of these pitchers in a tough spot. Both of them would be pitching on short rest tonight. Both would. And we've seen this before. getting cute and putting a starting pitcher who's not used to coming out of the bullpen in a high leverage situation. Put in immediately, first person comes to mind is Nestor Cortez last year. Yeah. Those situations rarely work out. I mean, the only time they work out is when it's like the A1, like a pitcher.
This is why Dylan's comment is here is why I think the Blue Jays get apps. I'm going to talk a little bit about tonight's game. I think the Yankees win by 1 million. Like, not even joking. I think the run line is good. I think the money line is obviously good. I think we see Lauer in there, Lauer's a good regular season pitcher because he hits his spots. He doesn't have enough juice. His fastball isn't fast enough. His curveball doesn't break enough. In a game like tonight, there's a reason they're not starting Eric Lauer. Playoffs are a total different beast, and I just don't see any way the Blue Jays get through this game. It feels like the Blue Jays had their moment. They did. They had a 6-1 lead in an elimination game where the Yankees had to do a full bullpen game where that's the weakness of their pitching staff, is the bullpen. And guess what? The bullpen shut them out, and the Yankees got it done, and they attacked the Blue Jays bullpen. Last night could be a game when you look back in the next round and say, what catapulted the Yankees? The Aaron Judge homer. Do you guys think the Yankees are out of the series? Do you guys think the Yankees are going to win the series? I'm going to be on the Yankees tonight 100%. I think they win this game by a lot of runs. I know, and everyone's going to say shocker right now. We were right yesterday. What do you guys think, JD? I got to throw it over to you. We haven't heard anything from you.
And as far as this game, you have already made like a bunch of great points. And I think as far as Dylan in the chat, I'm going back with my same play that I did last night. Give me the over here. Because Alpha, like you were saying, I mean, I think the Yankees can put up a bunch of runs tonight. They're throwing the bullpen game. As far as Lauer, yes, he actually should get the bulk. But for everybody they should face tonight, they should be able to hit.
Like Lauer is not going to have a good lane. That's the one thing the Yankees are really doing is they're organizing the lineup to where he's not going to have like 3 lefties in a row to have a good lane for him. Like, think about the top of the order. They're going to – and I think Paul Goldschmidt plays tonight. I think the Yankees are going to have, at a minimum, 4 righties for a bullpen game, which we saw in Game 3 against the Red Sox in the elimination game. I think we're going to see the exact same lineup we saw against the Red Sox when Schlittler pitched last game. And that's a lot more righties. That's going to be a Paul Goldschmidt in the leadoff spot. That's going to be at third base. It won't be Ryan McMahon. It'll either be Ahmed Rosario or it'll be Cabby Caballero. And I think that's what we're going to see.
Yeah. And, as far as Cam, like last game, that was just an outstanding game. As far as the Red Sox lineup versus this Blue Jays lineup, it's a totally different beast, though.
Absolutely.
The Red Sox, they tend to strike out quite a bit. This Blue Jays lineup does not. I believe Cam has seen them twice so far this season. One of those starts went well. One of those starts did not go very well. To me here, I'm not going to single out the over on just the Yankees because the Blue Jays lineup has shown every single game that they're scoring runs. So,
yes, they are.
Yes, I do think the Yankees win this game. Matter of fact, as far as the series, I do think the Yankees win the whole thing. And that also gives me to the point as far as who they use tonight. I really do think that unless they jump out to some big early lead again, that you're not going to see any of those arms where you're talking about Gossman and all those guys. I do think they are going to be setting up the pitching for
So do I.
So that most likely leads to more runs also.
I couldn't agree more.
So tonight, I'm just going to take the over here, guys. I mean, like every game in this series so far has flown over here. It's just as far as tonight, I do think that both teams can actually put up runs. Besides that, the only other play I would go would be the Yankees team total over.
There we go. Jefe, what do you got?
I'm going to make this real simple, guys. And I know one doesn't in general have to do with the other, what I'm about to say, but I'm going to make it say it. If you think the Yankees are going to win tonight, which I do, I'm looking at Yankees to win the series. That's what I'm looking at right now.
What's the price?
And that's what I'm trying to search for as I'm speaking.
It in 1
which
second,
is
I'm tweeting
hard for me to do because I'm bad at multitasking.
All right, I got that tweet out. Let me go. I'll find it for you. Series price, Yankees, ALDS. The Yankees are a plus 185 at the moment.
And that's what I'm looking at because
Gotta take that.
I think that's the best value you're gonna get on Yankees Blue Jays for the rest of the week. Look, if you think the Blue Jays are gonna win it tonight, then obviously you should take the Blue Jays money line tonight.
Yeah.
If you think the Yankees are gonna win tonight, then you should forego just betting on this one game, which I don't love doing, but you gotta think. And I want to get in this conversation with you guys in a second. You got to think most of the pressure. Jake, do me a favor and shut the fuck up.
Hang on. I gotta say, I'm surprised that Jake is even here.
I know.
With the Phillies about to get swept, and then you're going to get ready to talk about the Giants. You can't talk about the Eagles beating the Giants.
Is he talking about Sixers, Knicks in Dubai? Is that what
he's talking about Sixers, Knicks.
Either one. It's both on the same day. This guy's in here when his team's about to get swept by the Dodgers.
I'm going to tell you something
minus
right
180
now.
Dodgers line today.
I'm going to tell you right now, Jake. Hold on. Let me do this. Here we go.
You can't do this now. All year you told you can't do that now. You can't do that now.
Broad. Second of all, I hope the Eagles beat the Giants on Thursday. Okay, I'm already in draft board season. Personally, all right. Some of us, I don't know who, still believe for whatever reason we got no freaking wide receivers. Wendell Robinson's wide receiver 1 on Thursday. The Eagles don't cover on Thursday, then you have a freaking big problem. Second of all, what? Let me tell you something. The Sixers, are not even on my radar. They're literally not even on. That's how confident I am about the Knicks. I hope you do win in Dubai so that my team can get off the court and get back to their wonderful dinner and birds and all that stuff that you do in Dubai and the Ferrari theme park thing.
I want to go to the Ferrari theme park, by the way. JD, business trip on your credit card.
Me too. Really bad.
I honestly just actually want to fly there. So we can fly like in those little pod things. I don't know why.
That would be cool.
I just really want to do that for some reason.
You want to Jetsons it? I'm down. I'm fucking down. Question: how many? What is this? How many slices Alpha can crush at lunch today? Is how many Dodgers? I can crush. I do got some Sicilian in the fridge. I legitimately, which I probably will make for lunch. So that's a good point. All right, have I finished up your thing here? So we go to the Dodgers game.
Oh yeah, no, that's my thing. Yankees to win the series plus 185. What my question was to you guys is: do you believe Yankees win tonight? All the pressure goes to the Blue Jays, or do you still think? Because the Yankees, the Yankees going into the series, the Yankees, all the pressure was on them to win.
Correct.
They go 2-0. I get it. If they win tonight, and it's 2-2. At the end of the day, I don't know if I believe that all the pressure goes back on the Blue Jays.
I don't.
I think it's even pressure, right?
Even pressure.
You had a 2-0 6-1 lead.
Yeah, you know what? The 6-1 lead makes it worse. That makes it
worse.
That
it makes it
worse. But let's not sit here and act like this is a situation where like the Warriors blew the 3-1 lead, in a best of 7 to the Cavs when that game 7 went back home. Like it's not this type of a situation. It's just not. The Yankees were the overwhelming favorite coming into this. They were expected to win. Now they're behind the 8 ball. They had a great win last time. Maybe they win today. That would be great. Now you're in a winner take all. And I think the pressure is even, and especially, especially based on how the Blue Jays beat the crap out of the Yankees pitching in Toronto. I don't see how there's
one thing I will say. If it does go to a game 5, and we have to get the Dodgers because we spent the entire show at the fucking Yankees game. It was going to be a short show, and then we hit the Yankees game, and look what happened. Max Fried will be on one side, and Yesevich would be on the other side. 9 out of 10 times, I don't care what I saw last weekend, I'm taking Max Fried. So that's where I think the pressure could be mounting on the Blue Jays side, especially with a rookie pitcher. All right, let's move on to the Fighting Jakes who are about to get swept, and no one gives a shit about them. The Philadelphia Jakes going to L.A., taking on the Dodgers. And pitching for the Dodgers is that guy, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He has been that guy. He's pitched 6 2/3 innings in the postseason. He has 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, and he hasn't allowed a run yet. On the other side is Aaron Nola. And let me tell you something. Aaron Nola fucking sucks. Do you know what Aaron Nola's stats are on the road this year, guys? He's 0-6 with a 7.0 ERA. Let me repeat that. The guy starting for the Phillies to save their season tonight is 0-6 on the road with a 7 ERA. With that being said, JD, let's start with you because you don't get enough voice time when the Yankees play. So we want you to take as much time to cover this game.
Man, you've already said it, man. your season is on the line here, and you're throwing out a guy who I didn't even think was going to
make the roster.
I'm honestly mind blown. I mean, you said as far as his road stats, but if you just look at his full season stats, this guy has over a 6 ERA for the entire season. He has a 1.35 WHIP.
Let me tell you something. I like that Jake is finally going after you. Yes, Jake. If you're going to go after me and Jefe, you also have to go after JD. We appreciate that. JD, where are your Braves?
Braves were gone a long time ago. We're actually well past that.
We're well past it.
Yeah. But as far as Nola, man, I just don't understand this decision because it's
right,
not
David,
like
right.
It's not like they have the bullpen that's just so locked down to come in behind him. So
What's
I
up,
don't
RC?
get it. And then the Dodgers, you know who they're throwing out here, and he's been probably the best pitcher in all of baseball for the past couple months. Like
Yama Daddy Ding Dong's been unbelievable.
Yeah,
No
his
other way to put
stats
it.
are crazy. Just across the board there. And as far as the Dodgers, actually like bullpen, like that's what before the postseason, that's what we were like, "Ooh, this is what's gonna hurt them." Well, they have fixed their bullpen to where they have Glass now coming in, and Roki. Like guys like that. So like the bullpen is not in the situation that we were thinking it was going to be in. I just think it's done, guys. I really do think I think the Dodgers are going to put up runs here. I think there's multiple ways you can bet this game. As far as on the Dodgers side, that being all of them. As far as the actual like team total over, like the full game team total over, like the first 5. Team like total over, like the Dodgers on the first 5 run line, like the Dodgers game. Yeah, I just think you have to find a Dodgers way. Just play the Dodgers in actually some way here. If actually Nola comes out and shoves, then actually like I'll just tip my cap. But he definitely has to prove it to me there.
Dylan, let me tell you something. Every time somebody does this where they take all their bets and parlay it with one, like the Dodgers will be the leg that loses all your parlays for the day. It's just what the betting gods do to you if you decide to take this approach. Just warning you in advance, that is what happens. Am I wrong with that, JD?
That's normally how it happens.
Weirdly, that's how it always seems to. Remember when everyone like a couple years ago, like 4 years ago, Conor McGregor, don't remember the fight, he was like minus 1,000, and you went on X/Twitter and you saw, it was Twitter back then, I could say that, it wasn't X yet. Every capper in the world was like all their plays that I was with Conor McGregor, and he got slept in the first. And it's just how it happens. Just be careful. It's a tough game to bet. How do you want to do it? Because, I mean, the way I'm looking at it is I'm taking the over on the game, over 7.5. I know Yamamoto is scary, but the Dodgers can get there themselves. And let's say that the Dodgers are up 5-0, I could see them pulling Yamamoto, putting in a lower level pitcher, and them getting some runs off them. I don't think the Phillies are going to be blanked in the spot. I think they'll get there, and 7.5 is a number I do like, so I'm taking the over here. Over 7.5 is my official play. Jefe, I'm tired of looking at the top of your hat. What do you got?
Phillies.
Really? Money line, run line, all lines, blowing lines. Can you give us some kind of line that you're taking here?
Phillies money line.
Wow. Are you sure?
Yep.
Then Ranger comes in and says all this. Wow. I know he's talking about Ranger Suarez, but we're going to call Jefe Ranger because it fits better in that way to make Jefe the Ranger. All right. JD, any other plays you want to go over? Any other props you want to talk about before we get into a couple sponsored segments and our best bets of the day?
I don't believe so.
Jefe, anything you want to talk about before we get into a couple sponsored segments and get into our best bets of the day?
Yeah, you guys see.
I can't believe I asked this question to him.
You guys see Cal Raleigh hit that 61st home run of the year to a guy who had a literally dump 61 here t-shirt. What the hell are the chances of that?
Let me also tell you, that was the over. Anyone who bet the over, that gave us the over.
Do you want to know what's better than that? Once he hit that home run, the guy took the shirt off and he had another
hit
dump 62 here. This guy's amazing.
He's like, do it again. Unbelievable.
I had to bring that up.
I appreciate that.
All right. As far as StreamYard, am I still here?
Yes.
Okay, everything's frozen. I can't click anything, so you're gonna have to
Well, I could put that on, but here's what I'd recommend, JD. I'm going to hit the best bets graphic right now. What
I'm
you
gonna
should
leave.
do.
Yeah.
I'll see you in a minute.
See you in just a minute.
Best bets without JD. We need him, never needed him. He's still here, by the way. There he goes. He's gone. We'll give you the guys the update, the play-by-play. I don't see a JD in the back. We're going to wait heavily for him. Actually, we don't need to, because before JD gets back, his cousin Derek's here to give you a little information about our sponsor of Best Bets and Funded Stake. So let's get Derek on the screen right now.
FundedStake.io, the ultimate platform for sports traders looking to unlock their potential without risking their own money. We're here to help you transform your sports betting skills into a profitable and sustainable business. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Funded Stake gives you the tools and capital to scale your success. Here's how it works. 1. Choose your account. Pick an account size that fits your needs, starting from $1,000 all the way up to $50,000. Your journey starts here. 2. Take the challenge. Hit the profit target while sticking to our risk management rules. For example, with a $10,000 account, aim for $3,300 in profit, place a minimum of 25 sports bets, and maintain the required daily and total loss limits. 3. Get funded. Once you pass the challenge, we'll provide the capital for you to trade. You can keep up to 80% of your profits while we take on all the financial risks. At FundedStake.io, you'll benefit from a fully personalized dashboard where you can monitor your trades, track your challenge progress, and place real-time bets on all major sports leagues. Our platform is built for transparency, ease of use, and performance. With FundedStake.io, you can focus on winning and scaling your success while we cover the risks. No financial stress, just growth and profits. FundedStake.io. Bet smarter, scale faster, win bigger.
Bet smarter.
Scale faster.
Win bigger. Finally, we get it. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
JD, wiggle the finger. Best Bets. Sponsored by our good friends at Funded Stake. JD, let's pull up Funded Stake and go over our best bets of the day. And if you don't max the Yankees in every way possible in a game, we're going to have issues.
Okay. First off, guys, as far as our best bets yesterday, as y'all already know, we definitely swept those. After a couple tough beats to start our actually 10K challenge, we are basically back even. So it's a perfect time if you're not joined with us to join in on our Funded Stake 10K challenge. They are giving you a 30% off promo to join with us here. That's with promo code ATB30. Get you 30% off that 10K challenge.
Should we do it with that too? A.
T.
B.
30.
All right,
All right. I'm going to share my screen, guys. Let's see what we got here. This shows where
I have
actually
a question. How do we ban a viewer?
Tommy.
I'm obviously kidding, but Thomas, none of that bullshit today. Yankees win today. Game 5 coming Friday night. And by the way, peeling back the curtain, Game 5 watch party, Jefe's house, already planned, 8:05. Be there. If you're not, he's disowning you as a friend. Jefe's house.
Let me tell you
Friday.
something. Let me
Game
tell you
5.
something. Alpha, I'm glad you brought it up. What did I text you immediately after Game 2? I said, pin this text. Game 5, Friday, 8:08.
Yep.
PM, my place. And I said nothing after. After yesterday's game, all I did was reply to that text saying bump. Just wait for the night. Yeah, JD, go to the Yankees. Click on that thing that gives them the ability to win by 2 or more. And then click on the other thing that puts the money in the thing, and then click the thing that says takes the money out of my account and puts it in there, and then make it happen when the money comes back.
Jefe, who do you got in the WNBA tonight?
Oh, great question. Thank you for asking. Actually, looking at a total in WNBA tonight. I'm actually going to take the over of 163.5, and here's why. First 2 games in this series both went over that. Now, these 2 teams, the Mercury and the Aces, they played 4 times in the regular season, twice in Vegas, twice in Phoenix. Game 3's in Phoenix. Both of those games in Phoenix in the regular season also went over this key number. Both of those games in Vegas went under that key number. Math says we're going over.
Darius Slayton officially rolled out for Thursday for the Giants.
Yeah, we knew it. Wandale Robinson over 45.5 receiving yards. Go get it right now. Right now.
All right, Alpha, what is your best bet going to be?
You want me to say it?
I mean, like, how do you just want them on the...
How are we doing it, Jefe? Because we want to max this game, but we only want to do it in one. I honestly... Jefe, what are your thoughts? I'm going to let Jefe answer this.
Because actually, we just put because actually Jefe, I just put 200 for him on the actual run line.
Of Yankees. Okay,
yes.
that's fine.
I did actually 200 at plus 119.
I want the over in the Mariners for 150. Or 200, whatever you're doing. But you know, a little bit less than the Yankees would make me feel better. This song absolutely fucking slaps, by the way. David, yes. They've already announced it. Louis Varland, the reliever, starting today.
Do you want over 8 at minus 128 or over 8.5 at minus 108?
What do they got? 7.5? Because that's the line I got this morning.
Minus 152.
I
I was about to say, I actually think 7.5 is actually gone.
Oh my god,
everywhere.
it's moved up. It's 8.5 on FanDuel. This is why you got to take lines early, bud. Yeah, give me it at 8.
8. Okay.
Yes, sir.
200 there as well.
David, we need you out there to create a dance to this song, so we'll bring you up next week so you can demonstrate.
Oh gosh, guys, I'm gonna go on the Dodgers. Let me see if they can do something here for me. I think they can. Ooh, they can. Give me the Dodgers -1, guys.
There we go.
We'll go with the same for everybody. Well, I'm gonna risk just 250 so we can win closer to 200 there.
There we go.
So those are our 3 best bets for the day. I'll go over them again really quick so everybody can see it. Let me refresh this.
David, if the Yankees if the Yankees win the World Series, you have to come on and do a dance for us in a chicken costume because you're a Mets fan. It'll be hilarious. David, that's my offer to you.
We have so the best bets today, guys. We have 3 of them. One of them is the Dodgers -1, -137. Got the Tigers and the Mariners over 8 runs. And then we got the Yankees on the run line at plus 119.
Ooh. Jefe, Tyron Tracy to be activated for the Giants tomorrow officially. No injury designation. Don't care either, but just news for you to put out to the people. For the people.
Being serious, if you are looking at player props for tomorrow, you should be looking at 2 players only, P.O. Johnson and Wan'Dale Robinson. You should go get those numbers right now for receiving yards and receptions before these markets correct themselves for Slayton.
Yep. I couldn't agree more. Well, it's honestly probably already too late for being honest. They've already officially rolled them out, but I understand what you mean there. Fellas, it's been a hell of a show. Thomas, save that energy for tomorrow. I don't need a new Philly today. We covered baseball. We recapped the baseball. We covered the W. What else did we do? We talked football. We talked injuries. We talk everything. We talk everything on this show. JD. Oh, Yankee hat. Very good hat. We didn't see it. It was backwards. You did the flipperoo. I'm a fan. I am a fan. JD, I'm going to go over to you. What do you got to say to the people before we get the fuck out of here today?
Guys, so far it's been a really good week. It's been a
I've
really
enjoyed
good
this
week.
week.
It's been a really good week for all of us. We're all running well. As actually far as our VIPs, go and actually join all of ours. Because yes, we are all running hot currently. Guys, let's just keep it going. Let's stay hot and let's fucking win.
Let's fucking win. Jefe, we're giving you the final let's fucking win today. Give us the best let's fucking win you've ever given in your life.
Los Angeles Kings in action today on a back-to-back. Kevin Fiala scored a goal for them last night, 3 shots on goal. We're going to go his over 0.5 points today. They're doing a back-to-back against the Golden Knights. Look out for that.
And?
Let's fucking win.
Let's fucking win. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Missouri
Same
State
time,
Bears,
same place.